autumn in Cape Town, chilly, a couple of jelly tots here, bro. But looking like some fun waves, and the first board we're reviewing in 2022. It's been a bit of a delay, but I'm very excited about this one. The Pyzel, I think they call it the midlife crisis, which is pretty apt considering I'm in my midlife. Love how this beautiful burgundy sort of color came out. It feels straight off the bat and looks almost like a big wave board. Like it's got that tail and that nose. It's got quite a nice rocker for a mid. Huge double concave through here, like massive double concave. I was expecting a thruster or a 5-fin setup, but I'm stoked it's got the 2x1. And if you look through there, the double concave starts like up here, right by the nose, and goes all the way through, which is very unique. I'm almost considering putting a mesh bonza fin in, because the bonza, I feel with this huge double concave, might actually work quite nicely, and obviously we will use the quad rears here. But she's chunky. I mean, let's look here. 53.77 litres, 53.77 litres, so almost 54 litres. Very similar in dimensions to the Chile and the Channel Islands, so I'm expecting a great paddler. Like, this board's gonna paddle like a dream. And from what I can gather, she'd be good in like chunky hollow waves too. So I'm really hoping we get some hollow ones out there. I'm not so excited about the long walk down the beach in this wind with a big board, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. Let's go get the clips and let's see how she goes. Pyzel. Chato.
Yes, sir.
I know Jbay is going to be very distracting, but try and get 1 or 2 clips of the Midlength, okay? But we could film Jbay as well. It's pretty much what I said when I first saw it. Is it has a lot of characteristics from a big wave board, and my first two sessions in Cape Town definitely reinforced that feeling. Just the rail outline, the pin, even how it's shaped into the nose. A little different to some of the other mids I've paddled and surfed. A lot of volume up front, like loads of volume up front. It's paddles really good. When I was down the beach, it really took off nicely, even in the wind, into some pretty steep takeoffs. Definitely was able to hold my line and get in the barrel. On the softer sections, like when the wave went a bit flat, it didn't feel as good. It definitely felt better when the wave was like walled up and going, and it seemed to really excel when you put it on a rail in sort of steep sections. The second session, then I went to the west side. It was really pup. It didn't have a lot of go at all, and like you'll see that you saw on the one left, like nice late takeoff, big bottom turn into sort of the top turn. It felt good, and then the wave goes flat and it just kind of peters out. So my feeling is that this board is not like a small wave grovel mid-length. That is not what this is. This board wants to be pushed. It wants to be thrown into the deep end in big surf, and it wants to charge. It's a charging mid-length, and really hoping I'm going to get a chance to surf it somewhere that's got a nice big long steep face and a lot of power, because I think that's where this board is really going to excel. So let's hope I get that opportunity. She's looking good. 2 good sessions under the belt. Let's see where we get to surf her next. I guess careful what you wish for. Really wanted to test this Pyzel in some proper waves, and Jbay delivered. Was looking at another session at supers, and then just looked down the line and the swell was really getting big, and went down to the point and ended up being solid 6 to 8 foot, maybe even a couple of bigger ones. The board paddled really well, got me in like no problems. It made a couple of really late takeoffs as well, like a couple of real weightless sort of moments, and the board recovered at the bottom really well. It felt incredible off the bottom, and then not just on the rail through the big carbs, but also it felt really good off the top. Like I got a couple of nice highline turns, and all in all, just super impressed with this. I think you can really get a feeling for the fact that this board comes from Hawaii, you know, Pyzel out of Hawaii. And like I said right in the beginning, it almost looks like a big wave board, and it certainly really comes into its own when you're pushing this mid-length. It wants to be in big, chunky, powerful waves. So I would say, all in all, great job, Pyzel. I'm super impressed, and I'm looking forward to surfing this on a couple of more big days.